Hi, this is Lindsay Allison from GS Maher Property Holdings and Emerson Rose Events, bringing you Trump Strategies for Real Estate by George H. Ross on June 20th at the Metro Toronto Convention Center. I am sitting in the offices of GS Maher Properties, and I'm talking to Shawn Maher himself, who's been featured in Canadian Real Estate Wealth magazine for his luxury developments in Hamilton. Very successful real estate developer in Hamilton. Thank you so much for being here
Thank you
with
for
us
having
today.
me. Thank you for having me, Lindsay.
Thank you so much. And we just wanted to ask you how your relationship with George Ross,
Well,
how did that start?
My relationship with George Ross started about 3 years ago.
Okay.
I was lucky enough to be sat next to him in an event in Chicago, and we started talking about charities, and we weren't talking about real estate at all in the beginning. It's funny, when you meet someone, you think because they're in real estate and I'm in real estate that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually talk about real estate. We started talking about his charities and some of the stuff that he does for other people that has been just so game changing for people that are sick or people that need definitely the charities he works with in the hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically hit it off with him. I was going to New York City the next week, and he gave me his card, and he said, "Come by the Trump Organization and we'll have a chat when you get in town." So I took him up on the offer, and we put our mastermind together and decided that it would be great to do a charity event in Hamilton, Ontario, where I was launching a development called the Corktowns, which are urban New York-style townhouses.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a fabulous event. It was sold out at Leona Station, and George managed to talk about how he's helped Donald Trump over the years, and he ended up becoming my mentor. So I've been lucky enough to have the same advisor as Donald Trump, and I'm fortunate. I gotta really count my blessings for that. And he's taught me a lot about not only real estate, but on just personal level, on how to deal with people, how to negotiate, and how to help other people is one of the most important things I think he's taught me. I mean, we can all make money and make lots of it, but there has to be more to just making money. And by working with George Ross, he's opened up a whole new world to me. And, it's great to be partnering with you guys and Emerson Rose, and it's a fabulous partnership. And now we're partnering again with George Ross for Live 2015, georgerosslive.com. And it's going to be a fabulous event. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm really looking forward to it as well, and we're so honored to be partnered with you and with Mr. Ross. Is he your private mentor? Does he do this often?
He has a few people he works with. I know that he's worked with a few other people in the past. Basically, our relationship really hit it off. We managed to we raised $30,000 so far for
Wow.
St. Jude's Hospital on the last event, and
Wow.
we hope to top it on this event. So,
Yes.
and if I have some issues in real estate that I need some help, he's definitely someone I can call.
Wow.
And he's always open. I mean, the people who come to our event are going to be able to sit with George and sit with Donald Trump's advisor since he was 27 years old and learn what he's taught Donald over the years. I mean, when I say taught Donald, he's actually helped Donald put some of the biggest deals together. And you'll have that chance to have dinner with him and have the chance to ask him the questions that you have in your business and maybe things that you need to overcome. And he is definitely going to, if you're at the VIP dinner, he will sit down and talk to you about those things. He's there for the evening with us. So we are not selling anything at that event. This event we're not selling anything. We're not trying to give you any CDs. We just want you there to learn.
Yeah.
And at the end, we hope to raise money for charity.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the ultimate goal, giving back to the community, and we're so fortunate to work with George. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Corktowns and the Beasley Park developments?
The Corktowns was a neighborhood that was really rough, and it had a lot of crack cocaine, and it was a gem of a neighborhood. It would be similar to, if I would look back in Toronto, how actually your neighborhood where you live. Cabbagetown. It was very similar to that. So I found an old variety store and a couple houses, and I packaged a half a block up, and we ended up selling towns. And when I started the project, the mayor came over, and he lived in the neighborhood, and he was like, "Thank you very much. I cannot believe." And this week, someone just sold a property $85,000 over asking, and for Hamilton, that's a new. And we started selling them around $300,000, and now they're in the $500,000 range in less than a year.
Wow.
So now I'm going into one of the poorest neighborhoods in the downtown core called the Beasley neighborhood. And we've managed to sell out that project, and we're moving forward. And people are getting buzzed about the Beasley neighborhood, similar to the Corktown neighborhood. So George has taught me some things about going into neighborhoods and how to build and how to create hype. So again, that's stuff that you can learn at our event.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, absolutely. Having George as a mentor is huge. Has he been an integral role in your developments, or is this something that he's just come along recently and you guys have partnered up?
George has given me some confidence that to handle some certain situations that I've been put into.
Okay.
And he's given me a lot of knowledge, but he hasn't, put any money into the projects or has had to be involved on a day-to-day basis. If I have an issue, I know I can pick up the phone and I know I can call him directly at any time of the day. And he, I would say 9 times out of 10 is going to give me an answer that's going to help my business.
That's huge. And what
Absolutely.
you're doing for Hamilton is absolutely phenomenal. Can you tell us a little bit more about how your developments has reshaped Hamilton?
Well, our developments are a little different than your average development when it comes to the kind of product that we're putting out. So I'm the first in Hamilton to build 12-foot wide New York-style brownstones. That's what they are. They're Manhattan-style brownstones. They're 4 floors of floor plan on a 12-foot wide frontage. So really, we've taken a normal single-family lot, which is 150 by 50, or even some of the lots 100 by 50, and we've managed to do urban intensification with a product that people will buy.
Wow. Where can people get a hold of you to purchase any of these developments?
They could go to www.corktowns.ca or www.beasleyparktowns.ca.
Great. And how important to you would you say is a mentor in?
Well, I think it's one of the most important things you can invest in yourself.
Yeah.
They've been there and they've done it before you, and
Yeah.
you don't have all the answers. And going into the development business or real estate business, as George said on BNN today, more wealth is lost trying to be a real estate investor or developer than is made. So if you want to have the knowledge, then you need to learn and you need to talk to somebody who's been there before you.
Yes, and your event was in 2012, correct?
Correct.
And what kind of information can the guests at the June 20th event expect from someone you've worked with George personally? What kind of information do you think that he would provide?
He's going to teach you how to negotiate.
Yeah.
He's going to teach you how to be risk adverse. He's going to teach you how to not gamble your money away. He's going to teach you how to do due diligence. He's going to teach you the things that most people overlook.
Yeah, this is the man working directly with Mr. George Ross, the Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization. You're going to want to come to the event on June 20th, 2015 in Toronto to meet Mr. Shawn Maher at the VIP dinner, the red carpet VIP dinner on June 20th, as well as his mentor who's helping Mr. Maher with the Corktown and Beasley Park developments. You're not going to want to miss this. Is there anything else that you would like to say about Mr. Ross, your relationship with him, and your developments?
No, I think we've managed to hit it
Okay.
all. I mean, I'd like to see you all at the event.
Yeah.
And thank you, Lindsay,
Yeah.
for taking the time and talking to me today.
And we are really honored at Emerson Rose, Jeff and I, to be working with you. It's been a pleasure. It's been such an adventure.
It's been my pleasure,
been
too.
amazing. And thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for everything you've done for us. And we look forward to the event, of course, on June 20th. And we're going to see you there. Don't
George
miss
Ross
it.
Live 2015.